minute, please come to the front now in front of the church. And pray in front of the church. For everyone else, we ask you all to remain quiet, to remain respectful, so that the people praying can finish the law.
Sisters, you guys can come. We're over here. Your line over here.
That's German propaganda.
I understand. Let me tell you a tactic of Zionism. What they do is that every time you say something, they bring out Hitler. You understand? And they make you feel scared about Hitler. Okay, if Hitler killed as many Jews as he did, then what the Jews should do is take Germany. Why you go to Palestine? The Arabs ain't did nothing to you. Number one, go to Germany.
Germany,
Hey,
Germany. Because Germany is not our homeland, Israel is.
I'm coming. Egypt is mine. It's Africa. Is that correct?
That's right.
Why does Israel want to attack
Israel
Africa?
does not want Egypt.
Israel doesn't want Egypt.
No, it does not.
What does it want?
Israel wants Israel.
Where is
Israel
Israel?
wants-
What year was Israel created? How did you get it? How? Who gave it to you? Lord Balfour in London in 1916? Was it his?
The modern state of Israel was created by the United Nations.
Aha.
You want to get in on this?
He's right.
Yeah. Okay.
He is absolutely correct. He is absolutely correct. And that shows you what an illegal, immoral, and unjust state is. Today, it won't even listen to the rules of the United Nations, which tells it to withdraw from the 1967 borders.
That's very interesting, Mr. Carmichael. On one
Come
hand,
on, let's work with it. Let's
United
work-
Nations
Truth
is a
on
bunch
my
of
side.
bullshit, and you know it.
Hey.
on one hand, you say
Please,
that
wait, hold it. No, please. For respect of me, I don't curse publicly. I didn't go through that period. I left it where it belongs.
I said it, he didn't. The
Oh.
same roots
Yes.
and the same rights that
Right.
blacks have to Africa are the same rights that Jews have to Israel.
Oh,
Because they've been living in exile does not mean we've relinquished the right.
Brother,
We
you got-
still cherish it in our hearts.
I understand that. I understand.
So don't go off calling us aggressors, because we have a right to that land just as
Right.
blacks have a right to
I
Africa.
understand. I'm saying that Africa belongs to us. You say it belongs to you too. So
No, I don't.
Two spaces.
I say Africa is yours, but Israel is ours.
No.
There's a difference.
No.
Yes, there is.
Israel belongs to the Palestinians.
For someone who believes in humanity, you certainly haven't shown it to me here.
I do believe in humanity.
Only black humanity.
I believe, but that's humanity.
What
Hey.
about Jewish?
Hey.
No, if
Hey.
you're going to go that way, Stokely, then it's yellow humanity.
Hey, come on.
Are blacks the only people in the world?
No, we're not the only people in the world.
Are
We're
Jews a people?
Huh?
Are Jews a people?
They call themselves a people, yes.
they are a people.
Well, you wait in line. I've been waiting here.
Let me say
I've been
something.
waiting in
I know,
line,
but
man.
Let me say this. Let me say something here.
Chat. Cannot believe this. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. I cannot believe what I am seeing. I cannot believe. I cannot believe. And what's even worse is that so many people are okay with destruction, genocide, ethnic cleansing in 2023. I cannot believe this. I thought the world was safe. I was naive. I was kidding myself.
Nope.
I thought the world was a better place than it was before.
Nope.
I thought we will never see a genocide or ethnic cleansing or any type of violence like that in 2023.
Nope.
I was wrong. I thought the United States and the UN and also the EU and also the WHO and also the WEF and also the community around the world, and these leaders were standing for equal rights, equality, prosperity, freedom, but all of that shit is out of the door.
Nope.
I don't want to hear about human rights.
Nope.
I don't want to hear about equality.
Nope.
I don't want to hear about climate change.
Nope.
All of that shit out of the fucking door. Because what we learned, what our leaders is telling us is that for certain people, their lives are expendable. Certain people, there's no equality. Certain people, there's no, the international law doesn't apply. Certain people, the word genocide doesn't apply. Certain people, ethnic cleansing doesn't apply. Certain people, you can bomb their hospitals and international law wouldn't apply. Certain people, you can bomb schools, you can bomb civilians without any sort of repercussions. This is all happening in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake. While the rest of the world, including the United States of America, who got the audacity to say they stand for freedom and democracy and equality, is their leader, their, you know what I'm saying, like their president is rejecting a ceasefire. It's rejecting. They don't even call it a ceasefire no more. That's how you know America is run from Israel. You know, like Joe Biden is not the leader. Like he's not. Like we all know that. He's not making calls. And what's even more hilarious to me, what's even more frightening to me is that the propaganda level, the fake lies and just manipulations of what the IDF is doing, it's just mind-boggling. It's criminal. But nobody is gonna hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? And if this was another country, if this was a country from Middle East, if this was a country that was from Africa, if this was, like the whole world would have invaded that country. The whole world. Like, don't you see what happened to Russia and Ukraine? And all of a sudden, they forgot Ukraine. And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Oh, now it's like all of a sudden they're with the side of committing a genocide. And a couple months ago, they were against a genocide. This is a clown world. Make no mistake about it. It's not about democracy. It's not about freedom. It's nothing to do with any of that. This is about a movement, Zionist movement. But one thing that gives me hope is that people are waking up. People are seeing the fake news. So even the propaganda, fake news, CNN couldn't even hide this lie. They couldn't even hide. They're like, you know what? We cannot lie about this. We cannot, because people were actually making jokes. They were actually making memes. You know what I'm saying, over the internet, because it's a joke. The way they're not even putting a lot of effort lying nowadays. Like, it's kind of insult to the American people, but they don't give a fuck. It's like they think you are dumb as fuck. It's not like you're a little bit stupid. This is like you have no brain whatsoever. The way they're trying to show you, oh, look at this proof. There's Hamas at the Al-Shifa hospital, one of the largest hospital in Gaza, which is no longer working because of the bombing and the airstrikes and the ground invasion of the IDF. Like, this is, I cannot, like, I feel like this is, I'm dreaming. I feel like this is a nightmare that I'm having, because I never thought that 2023, anything like this was ever possible. Well, I was fucking wrong.
Nope.
I was naive. Like, what the fuck? I cannot believe this. Look at this. So they went into the largest hospital, who was housing only fucking patients who were, remember, they cut out electricity. There's no food allowed to get into Gaza. No water. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's no medical supplies. So people, even if you have injury, good luck getting help. Okay? People are reporting, like, the doctors and the nurses are reporting. Like, I don't even know if I can repeat the situations they're dealing with. Okay? I cannot believe this. And not only did they bomb, they destroyed. The hospital is no longer working. It's like it's a place for the injured, the most vulnerable, to kind of hide from the bombs and the destruction, even though there's no water, there's nothing. And that was not enough. So they went in, Israeli forces went in and planted. Look at this, CNN analyst. Video suggested IDF might have rearranged weaponry at Al-Shifa prior to a news cruise. Because you know what they did? For 4 hours after they raided the hospital, for 4 hours, they kick all news crews, they kick everybody out so they can plant, so they can hide and show and you know what I'm saying, like, do their fucking criminal activity, just like how some of the United States police officers plan evidence. You know what I'm saying? The same shit. So they plan to make it look like, oh, guess what, we found some weapons, and guess who weapons this is? Oh, it's Hamas. Like, give me a fucking break. You're gonna need a better, you're gonna need to come up with a fucking better story, because this is a dog shit. Like, this is horrible. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, we just, in the United States, you know what I'm saying, people are just like, oh, well, as long as it's not in the United States, who cares? We're going to celebrate our Thanksgiving. We're going to celebrate our Christmas. We're going to celebrate our, you know what I'm saying, like, New Year. Who cares? Even if there's 15,000 civilians died, who gives a fuck? Those are not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how people just think that, oh, if there's a genocide happening, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else, it's okay as long as it's not happening here. Like, you guys are naive. Nobody's safe. The world is not safe as we speak. The world is in a bad place. This looks like the beginning of the end. Because a lot of you guys are just manipulated. You're brainwashed. The mainstream media got you locked up. Like, you cannot even form your own thinking anymore. You cannot even put one on one together. You gotta wait the fake news media to report this shit to you. You cannot even go out, find the truth. This is the end, man. This is the end. Fuck hope. This is the fucking beginning of the end. I guarantee you, mark my word. How the fuck are we gonna get to peace? How? Tell me, after they killed 15,000 civilians, how the fuck do we get back to peace? How? Somebody please tell me, how are we gonna get to peace? Somebody please. Look at this. Unfucking believable. Likely damage to a human settlement. This is destruction. Look, this is Gaza that I'm showing you. How is anybody okay with this? How's anybody okay with this? How is anybody okay with this? Look at this. Look, so far, the death toll. The death toll in Israel and Palestine over the last 15 years. You know what that means? Look at this. Look at this. 2008, 2009, it was always the Palestinians. It was always the Palestinians who were dying more. And a lot more than those. I cannot believe this, bro. I cannot believe this. I bet a lot of you guys didn't even know all of this shit. Y'all just waking up right now. Look at this. Look at this. It passed 12,000 deaths. And last time I checked, it was 15. What more? How many more deaths gotta happen for these motherfuckers to be satisfied and to actually do a fucking even the pause? They don't want to even call it ceasefire. How about you motherfuckers call it whatever the fuck you want to call it, but just stop it. Stop the destruction. Stop killing the civilians. Stop killing the Palestinian babies. How the fuck? How the fuck? And the world, man. The world got exposed. We know who got power. We know who is powerless. We know so many protests happening all over the world. But these elites, these leaders who love blood are just ignoring. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck how many people protest. They don't give a fuck how many people speak out. They don't give a fuck that they seen Israel is wiping out. They're wiping out. Make no mistake. This is I don't even know what to call it. This is not a genocide. This is worse than a genocide. Somebody help me out in the chat. Somebody help me out in the chat because I am lost. Because this is worse than a genocide. It's clearly worse than a genocide. And the United Nations, who, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, they should be demolished. Because Israel is not even listening to them. So why are they exist? Why? If they're not for peace, if they're not collectively can make a decision, why the fuck do we have the United Nations? Why? So they can only dictate the countries that cannot even, the countries that have no say. I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm sick of this shit, man. Look at this devil. Look at this devil, man. There's a special place for people like this. There's a special place called hell that's waiting for these people like this. Older people, bro, have no heart. They wiping out babies. They're like, the baby life don't, like, these fucking evils don't give a fuck. They love just killing the babies, and there's a lot of rumors. They digging graves. A lot of rumors that they taking bodies. What the fuck are they doing with these bodies? Are they drinking blood? What the fuck are these motherfucker evils digging Palestinian graves on Al-Shifa hospitals? Why? Why are these people digging graves? The people that they just bombed and killed. Why? Why? The evil, man. The evil is gonna get exposed. We have to expose these evils. I swear to God, these evils are not gonna succeed. Because this is the end for Israel. I guarantee you, because they are committing a suicide. They are committing a suicide. I guarantee you. There's no way. How the fuck are you telling me you're just gonna bomb and kill 15,000 people? And you're not looking for any solution? You're not going to bring home, you know what I'm saying, like the people that was kidnapped. Where, like, how you gonna bring home those people? And there was a lot of protest saying, bring home those people, stop bombing. But he's not listening. He's ignoring his own people. He's ignoring his own people just to keep bombing. And the United States just keeps supporting weapons at this point. Do we not have any conscious human beings in the United States, in the world? Do we not have a conscious leaders? Do we not have any conscious human beings who would say, enough is enough? You have caused destructions. You have already, like, want more. Because at this point, there's no plan. They just keep, like, they're just wiping. They just literally just wiping. They're targeting hospitals, refugee camps. Those are not Hamas. They're targeting ambulances. Are you fucking, like, I cannot believe this. If this would have happened anywhere else in the world, it would have been called genocide. It would have been called, long time ago, like, the world would have interfered. But just because they're Arabs, just because they're Palestinians, just because they're Muslims, we have to get rid of these people. We have to get rid of these people. Well, how are you gonna get rid of there's no way you're gonna get rid of the Palestinians. You can use your nuclear weapon. You can use the chemical weapons that you're using right now. But guess what? At the end of the day, there's no way you're gonna get rid of the Palestinian people. Because if Palestine ain't free, niggas, we ain't free. Nobody's free. Black people in America are not free. They will never, ever be free if Palestine is not free. And I don't understand how a lot of people are not even, how Black America, they need to wake up. African Americans in America, y'all need to wake the fuck up. Because the United States can do this to y'all right now. And nobody will ever come help y'all. Nobody. Because you already see, Joe Biden is quiet. He is silent. He's not saying anything whatsoever. He's rejecting peace calls. He's rejecting even the passes that he was saying. He was calling for passes for 3 decades. Of course, he was misspeaking when he was saying that. But where are the leaders? Where are the conscious leaders? Where are the conscious leaders? Where are the leaders that used to lead without being captured and controlled and being a puppet to the
New World Order.
to the evils. There's
New World Order.
definitely happening right now. This is beyond Palestine. I'm telling y'all right now, this is beyond Palestine. Because this guy just flipped. This is not the guy everybody voted for. I guarantee you. Nobody, like everybody seemed like they forgot how evil this guy was. Like, it's not like this guy just became evil all of a sudden. This guy has been evil for a long time. And all of a sudden, you guys are just realizing, oh, shit, holy shit. God damn. This fucking evil. Like, now everybody's like, oh my God, this guy is evil. Well, duh. Haven't you seen the way his kid haven't faced any justice, any repercussion for the drugs, for the illegal shit he was doing? Don't you see all of the shit he have done, and he haven't faced any motherfucking consequences? But if Trump did the same thing, oh, he's a criminal. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. And I'm not saying that guy is better. It's just two evils. It's over for America. How the fuck are we gonna get back from this? Because it looks like every time human beings improve, every time human beings take one step forward, they take two steps backwards. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? We're just gonna ignore the genocide in 2023. What a cowards. What a cowards. What a cowards. What a cowards that we living around. What a cowards in this world that don't have a heart to speak. They don't have a heart. They have the false sense of security. They think that they're safe in America or in the West. As long as the genocide happens somewhere else, and we have that false sense of security in America, that, hey, we are good. We are good. You know what I'm saying? Even if we live in paycheck to paycheck, we're good. Like, it's cool. I'm like, okay to work 8 hours every day just to fucking pay this motherfucking bills and just... And the struggle continues. Inequality continues. Destruction continues. Genocide continues. So I don't want to fucking hear, I don't want to ever hear equality and we're improving, or we are, oh, the world is gonna be, it's in a better place. Like, no, not when we are targeting, not when Israel is targeting hospitals, refugee camps, fucking cutting off gas and water and electric and food and internet. How is that not? They're using that as a war. They're using that as a weapon. That's against, you know what I'm saying? Any rule in the world. That's against humanity. That's how the fuck are you starving to death to 750,000 people? Basically, you displace 2.2 million people that live one of the dense populated in the world, and nobody is talking shit. Everybody's like, oh, as long as you don't say shit, like, just be quiet and everything will be fine. I cannot stand you motherfuckers. I cannot stand you motherfuckers. If you're quiet and you're not saying anything, and you're just watching when Israel give 30-minute warning to everybody to evacuate from the biggest hospital, who's not even working, who they already bombed who they already destroyed, who they already cut out, electric, food, water, everything. And when people don't like get out, how the fuck are they gonna get out? They refuse to even let these people have ambulances carry out the hospital that they are telling them to get the fuck out of. How? These people are injured. They don't even have legs. You already fucking bombed them. You like they have no legs. Some of them are fucking. They can't even get the treatments, the basic fucking treatments. These people are like literally. There was reports. Look, there was reports. There was reports that like 30 babies just run out of oxygen. Look at this. Is this like, where's the humanitarian that they always say? Where? I don't want to hear that shit anymore. I don't want to hear that shit anymore. Like, I cannot believe how unsafe this world is today. Like, and you guys are just so naive, thinking, oh, everything is cool, everything is fine. I cannot believe this. You cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this evil. I swear to God, cannot believe this evil, man. It's just because of money. These motherfuckers are just like, just don't even want to say shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to call it out. They don't want to call it out. They don't want to tell the truth. All right. And as you can see, an hour ago, Biden rejects ceasefire call and condemns West Bank violence. Like, that's the best thing he can do, just condemn. And this is not even a Gaza. Like, I want to show y'all, man. I want to show y'all some. Like, let me show y'all this picture that you won't find anywhere, okay? So this is Gaza right here. This whole thing, okay? And to show y'all, so this is North Gaza, okay? This is North Gaza. And right here, there's a checkpoint, okay? And as you can see, there's a fence that this place is like trapped. There's no way you're gonna get the fuck out of anywhere in this place. And it's being bombed daily. It's being bombed minute by minute. And the United States keep providing the weapons to kill all these people, bomb the hospitals. So let me show you. The 30 hospitals that in Gaza, 28 of them bombed, destroyed, not working anymore whatsoever. Let me tell you that. Like, that is against international law. Like, that's a war crime. But of course, nobody's gonna hold them accountable because, hey, that would be anti-Semitic. Huh? That would be anti-Semitic, right? Okay. So, this hospital bombed. Okay? Hospital bombed. Indonesian hospital bombed. Destroyed. Okay? All of this hospital, look at this. This refugee camp. Destroyed. It's a refugee camp, fam. And this is Al-Shifa Hospital that I've been telling you right here. This hospital right here, the biggest hospital in Gaza, it's not even working. Think about that. The biggest hospital in your city, in your town, in your state, not working. And that hospital was being bombed for days. Okay? Even, you see this UN? You see this UN? They built this motherfucking UN buildings long time ago because Palestine don't have a fucking, like, 97% of their population is refugees. It wasn't even fair the way they were living before the war. Unfucking believable. Like, anybody with a heart, anybody with a brain would stand with these people. And without their freedom, nobody's free in the world. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't give a fuck where you live. If Palestine is not free country with their own Palestine land, with their own sovereignty, with their own freedom and self-determination, we're not safe. We're not safe. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now, as we speak, we will never be free. We will never be equal. We will never have human rights. We will never have humanitarian or whatever the fuck y'all call. Fuck the United Nations, bro. Fuck the EU. Where are they when you need them the most? Where are those clowns who hold themselves as the leaders of this fucking world? You guys are fucking clowns.
New World Order.
You guys are fucking clowns. That's what y'all are. Y'all are like blood thirsty evils who fucking worship Satan. I'm telling y'all right now, man. But they're getting exposed. They're getting exposed. All of these motherfuckers, they go to Epstein Island. I'm telling you, bro. Most of these people that are bombing, they have no heart. These people are on medications. There's no any other way you're gonna keep bombing babies. And like, come on, man. There's no way. There's no any other way. Like a normal human being who's conscious, sober, there's no way their heart will not give them to bomb hospitals full of babies and vulnerable people, patients. There's no way. You have to be medicated. You have to be worshiping the devil. I'm telling you, you have to be worshiping the devil to bomb hospitals, to target only hospitals, to target civilians while they're running for a cover. Look at this. Look at this, chat. These are human beings. These are Palestinians who were told, get the fuck out of the north side. So they're running to go to the south side, and then they get bombed on their way to a cover. There's no safe place in Gaza. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. I don't want to ever fucking hear about human rights. I don't want to fucking hear that democracy. I don't want to hear. There's no democracy. It's all good. Y'all come kill me. There's no democracy. I don't expect y'all to hold democracy. I don't expect to be free. You know what I'm saying, in my lifetime. I know like America has been lying to black people, like we stupid, lying to the world. Oh, we equality. Oh, nah, we slaves living in America, like second-class citizens. It's obvious. We live in paycheck to paycheck every day. Like black people in America are not equal. Black people in America are not the same as white people in America. Let's be honest. But if you say that, oh, no, or you just like racist, or you just, nah, I'm just being realistic. Black people in America, matter of fact, are okay. They're being brainwashed to think that, like, it's okay to be a slave. It's okay to be a modern slave. So most people became okay with being a modern slaves, going to work in the morning, coming back, and they have no any other life. Yeah, they have no any, like, in the summertime, these people don't even have time to enjoy summertime. Like trust me, like we're not living. We're not living. Like either you agree with it or you're not. We're not. Most people in America are not fucking living. Okay, so they keep lying to us, fam. They keep lying to us, man. And seeing this is just heartbreaking. Like, this just means I'm not safe. This just means I'm not safe. This just means nobody's safe. Not in America. not around the world. If innocent people, innocent civilians are just being bombed by United States weapons, we are not safe in America. They have bombed communities in America before. America has. The American government bombed its own people inside America before. And they can do that again with no question asked. And guess what? Guess what Biden will say? No pause. Kill these Negroes, no pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, no ceasefire. No ceasefire. These people, we need to, if you already know his policies, he used to hate, black people. He used to tell them, we cannot have these thugs running around our neighbors. It's scaring our white kids. It's scaring our white women. We have to lock these Negroes. We have to lock these motherfuckers. We cannot. I swear to God, he used to call them thugs. He used to hate these people, bro. And now, when they voted for them, when he told Charlemagne, if you don't vote for black people, if black people don't vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black. When he said that, that should have been a red flag, bro. That should have been a red flag. But nah. Because black people are, their mind is captured. Their mind is captured. They're okay with living in hell. In Mississippi, in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, in Indiana, you know what I'm saying, Gary, Indiana, in fucking all over the United States, bro. Everywhere you see in America, black people living, Hispanic people living. Bad situation. 2 different classes in America. You know what I'm saying? First class, white class, second class citizens, black people. But we okay. We okay. We'll be free one day. Well, guess what? Guess what, y'all? I'm telling y'all one niggas. I'm telling y'all something. If Palestinians are not free, black people will never be free. You know what I'm saying? If Afro-Palestinians are not free, black people in America will never be free. Let that sink in, man. I'm telling y'all right now. Man. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of these lies, man. I don't give a fuck no more, bro. Yeah, send the CIA, Joe. I know y'all be tapping on my phone. Send the FBI, like you been sending the FBI to President Trump supporters. Go ahead. Cannot believe it, man. Look at this, man. But but they care about this, and you know how people are not even asking the questions of how the fuck did that shit? How the fuck did Hamas went in to Israel in October 7th? Have you ever wondered how they're not even asking that question? One day, when the truth comes out, you guys will hear that some shit was definitely made up. Some shit was definitely planned. This was all planned. By the way you see it, this was all planned. This was a genocide that was in the making. Make no mistake about it. This was a genocide that was planned. Okay? They have a plan that whatever they want to do to wipe Palestine off of the map, they already did. Google is helping. The Google Maps is helping. If you go on Google Maps, you will see there's small dots left. Okay? This is a war. You know what I'm saying? And one day in history, maybe, because they're writing the history. So they're not going to obviously put all of the truth out there. these people got control of everywhere, everything. They got control of Joe Biden. They got control of all these Arab countries, leaders. They got in control of those people. They got in control of all of the people that can do anything. Okay? They got control of the media, the social media, except TikTok and maybe some of Twitter, which is called now X. So there's no hope. There's no hope for now. Fuck hope. There's no hope until Palestinians are free. There's no hope. There's no hope. So many fucking lives destroyed. So many dreams destroyed. Okay? So many shit disturbed. Ruined lives. Evil, though, will never fucking win. Evil never wins, guys. Evil never wins. People are waking up. That's what gives me hope. People are waking up everywhere. People are seeing the truth. They're seeing the cover up. They're seeing the lies. They're seeing these evils doing the unthinkable. The unthinkable. Okay? And we not even reach. The election is not even close. It's like a year out in the United States. Can you imagine election getting closer? The level where we at today. It's like there's a plan. You know what I'm saying? There's so many talks. There's so many moving parts that you guys don't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been thinking about, like, is this the plan to get rid of Joe Biden? Is this plan to get rid of both Joe Biden and Benjamin Netanyahu? Is this plan to end the world? Is this plan to, like, I don't know. There's so many possibilities. There's so many possibilities. Okay? There's a nuclear war can break out anytime. Anytime now. Anytime. And we even discovered that Ukraine is using pregnant women on the front line of the war. And they're running out of actual men to fight in the war against Russia. So the proxy war is okay with these evil people. Regardless, it's the people, it's the civilians, it's the people who are actually taking the L's. It's not these fucking thirsty motherfuckers who are leading. They're not. They just sit back and let us, we are the ones who are suffering. It's the people at the end of the day. And I cannot believe it, bro. Most people are not even outraged. That's like, this is a plan. They've been planning this shit pretty well. I ain't gonna lie. They've been planning this shit pretty well. Because this video right now, I guarantee you, they will suppress it. At most, it will be maybe 10 people. If we're lucky, we'll go through and find we will be 10 people that watching or even see this content. Because they don't want you to see anything that's not there carefully edited. You know what I'm saying? Talking points. If it's not supporting Israel, if it's not for genocide, if you're not chanting to say no more, no ceasefire, no ceasefire, if you're not chanting that, your content will be blocked and shadow banned. Shadow ban. Like, make no mistake about it. But I don't give a flying fuck. They can block this motherfucker like they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? They already gave me a community strike. Okay? And I've been thinking about moving to Rumble. But They're the same shit. They're the same shit. They're not. They don't let these motherfuckers fool you guys. Okay? I already have a Rumble account. So don't let these motherfuckers like fool you guys. But this is beginning of the end, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is the beginning of the end. This is the end times. We're getting closer to the end times, guys. Either you believe it or not. This is the end times. Because have you ever thought in 2023 we will be tolerating a genocide? We will be tolerating an ethnic cleansing. We will be tolerating so many deaths happening. So many babies dying. Hospitals getting bombed. How the fuck are we gonna get back to peace? How the fuck are we gonna get back to equality? How the fuck are we gonna get back to democracy? How the fuck are we gonna get back to fighting for human lives? How the fuck are we gonna get back to climate change? Suck my dick. Fuck climate change. They don't give a fuck about climate change when they're fucking bombing, huh? Where's the climate change issues and problems? Where's the climate change advocates? Where are they? When Israel keep bombing these hospitals, when the United States keep providing these weapons to kill babies, where are the WHO? Where is the WEF? Where is democracy? Where are the Supreme Court? The highest court in the land. Where the fuck is the highest court in the land? Suck my dick. The highest court in the land. Suck my dick. Oh, we got the chief officer in the highest nation in the... Suck my dick. I don't want to hear democracy. I don't want to hear human lives are precious. Oh, the babies. We care about babies. Suck my dick. Where's UNICEF? Where's UNICEF? Where's Bill Gates? Huh? Where's Bill Gates when genocide is happening? Where? Oh, you only see him when there's pandemic, huh? Okay. Understood.
New World Order.
Understood. Pretty well. Even where these fucking Arabs, these Arab leaders, you motherfuckers make me sick. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I would never go there. Like you would never get me like Jamal Khashoggi. Y'all know that journalist. Y'all know how the MBS do to the journalists. I don't give a fuck if you have no backbone. Because I don't give a fuck what color you is. I don't give a fuck what religion you have. I'm against genocide. I'm against the people that being killed. If you're from fucking... I don't give a fuck where you from. If Italians today are being wiped off of this fucking planet, I'll be the first one to be advocating for that genocide to stop. But how come there's no Italian? How come there's no Italians saying enough is enough? I know there's a couple of people protesting. I don't want to hear prayers and protests. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I want actions. Like, how many babies have to die? How many? There's no more. Like, there's maybe 2 more hospitals barely working out of the 30. So obviously they don't want the injured who were bombed to get any sort of a medical help. They want those people to bleed out and be dead under those rubbles, those destructions, those airstrikes. Unbelievable. And they're using weapons that is being banned. Chemical weapons that are in violation. But who's gonna hold them accountable? Nobody.
Nope.
Nobody's gonna hold them accountable.
New World Order.
Unbelievable, man. I swear to God. Every day I wake up, man. It's like, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, man. This shit definitely fucking affects, like, I cannot even believe it. I mean, unbelievable, man. I'm lost of words. I'm lost of words, man. Especially those willfully ignorant motherfuckers who got the audacity to fucking come and talk to me about, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, Hamas. If you don't get the fuck out of my, like, in front of my face, bitch, like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, I don't want to explain shit to you. Like, if you are ignorant and you cannot even fucking, you don't know how to read a book, and you can't even fucking go find out, like, fact check me. Like go, don't just take my words. Don't just fucking take my words. Go research. Do your own research. Check what I said, if it's true or not. Like, I just don't understand people who just take the information and run with it. Like, they have no idea. Like, do you read? I thought, like, people in America, like, we thought that there's so much shit that being exposed. And one of them is, if education really helps, it would have helped the Americans to actually understand and like make their own decisions.
Nope.
This just shows, like I've been saying, education system in the West is fucking trash. Trash. They only teach you propaganda and lies. Your whole life is being made up of lies. Your whole life has been made up of lies and fucking deception, propaganda to hold you back. They don't want the world to be free. They don't want the world to be equal. They don't want the world to prosper. They don't want the world, the people, to actually, you know, live a better, just because people everywhere are the same. They just want to live a better life. They just want to be left them alone so they can raise their family and just live happy life. That small years that they live. Because humans don't live that long. We live short fucking time on this planet. And these motherfucking evils want to control that little time that you are on this planet. But evil will not succeed. Even after I'm gone, evil will not succeed. But I know in my lifetime, I don't see us being free. And that's the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is the saddest shit in my whole life, man. This is the worst humanity. This is one of the, make no mistake about it, this is, it's gonna be one of the top events in the history that would be judged on human beings. Because some humans would be like, oh, if I were back then, like, oh, that shit, I would be speaking up. I would be against genocide. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're not speaking up right now. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear your lies. I don't want to hear your lies that the government thought you. The propaganda that you heard from CNN. The propaganda you heard from MSNBC. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Disgusting, man. The way these people think is horrible. It's unthinkable. It's unthinkable. Because killing babies is okay with them. Killing babies is never okay. Killing babies is never okay. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say. Keep it like bombing more. Not like one of the things that Joe Biden was saying is that process is not going to help. Or he said, it should be the end the war forever. It should be to end the war forever. Break the cycle of unceasing violence and building something strong in Gaza and across Middle East, so that history doesn't keep repeating itself. Like, they would just say whatever the fuck they want to just say. You know what I'm saying? Our goal should be not to simply stop the war for today. What the fuck do you mean? That should be our goal. To actually, that should be a good start. To stop killing more babies. Like, just stop killing more babies. Just stop the strikes. Just pause and regroup and fucking, because we don't see any Hamas fighters. We don't see any Hamas fighting. This is not a way to go after Hamas, to kill everybody. I'm done, bro. Y'all motherfuckers will never get it, dog. Y'all motherfuckers will never get it, bro. Y'all motherfuckers will never get it, man. Look at this, bro. 18 minutes ago. 18 minutes ago, man. And you know where it's being bombed? As you can see it right there. Look at this. There's no place that's safe. There's no place that is safe, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the airport. I already reported to you guys. It has been destroyed by Israel 2001. So it's like you cannot get out. This place is like, it's like a jail. It's open prison. Look at this. Checkpoints. There's no way you're gonna get out of Gaza. There's no place for you to go. You have to die if you're in Gaza. You have to die. That's basically what they telling you. Like, you basically have to die because the airstrikes are not stopping. They're targeting north to the south. So there's no place that's safe in Gaza. So if you're in Gaza, they want you dead. That's a genocide. That's an ethnic cleansing. And some of you guys who don't believe that, there's special place waiting for you guys. Okay? Special place waiting for you motherfuckers. And I hope you motherfuckers burn in hell. Swear to God. Swear to God, man. Swear to God, man. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
That's German propaganda.
I understand. Let me tell you a tactic of Zionism. What they do is that every time you say something, they bring out Hitler. You understand? And they make you feel scared about Hitler. Okay, if Hitler killed as many Jews as he did, then what the Jews should do is take Germany. Why you go to Palestine? The Arabs ain't did nothing to you. Number one. Go to Germany.
Germany.
Hey.
Germany. Because Germany is not our homeland, Israel is.
I'm coming. Egypt is mine. It's Africa. Is that correct?
That's right.
Why does Israel want to attack
Israel
Africa?
does not want Egypt.
Israel doesn't want Egypt.
No, it does not.
What does it want?
Israel wants Israel.
Where is
Israel
Israel?
wants-
What year was Israel recreated? How did you get it? How? Who gave it to you? Lord Balfour in London in 1916? Was it his?
The modern state of Israel was created by the United Nations.
He's right. He's absolutely correct. He is absolutely correct. And that shows you what an illegal, immoral, and unjust state is. Today, it won't even listen to the rules of the United Nations, which tells it to withdraw from the 1967 borders.
That's very interesting, Mr. Carmichael. On one
Come
hand,
on, let's work with it. Let's
United
work-
Nations
Truth
is a
on
bunch
my
of
side.
bullshit, and you know it.
Hey.
On one hand, you say
Please,
that
wait, hold it. No, please. For respect of me, I don't curse publicly. I didn't go through that period. I left it where it belongs.
I said it, he didn't. The
Oh,
same roots
Yes.
and the same rights that
Right.
blacks have to Africa are the same rights that Jews have to Israel.
Oh,
Because
really?
they've been living in exile does not mean we've relinquished the right.
Brother,
We
you got-
still cherish it in our hearts.
I understand that. I understand.
So
I'm saying,
don't go off calling us aggressors, because we have a right to that land just as
Right.
blacks have a right to
I
Africa.
understand. I'm saying that Africa belongs to us. You say it belongs to you too. So
No, I don't.
two spaces.
I say Africa is yours, but Israel is ours.
No.
There's a difference.
No.
Yes, there is.
Israel belongs to the Palestinians.
For someone who believes in humanity, you certainly haven't shown it to me here.
I do believe in humanity.
Only black humanity.
I believe, but that's humanity. Hey.
What about Jewish?
Hey.
No, if
Hey.
it's going to go that way, Stokely, then it's yellow humanity.
Hey, come on.
You need people like me who you can point your fucking finger and say, it's the bad guy.
Black humanity.
Me. Yeah, that's who. And I don't break up for nobody.
weak on your journey here, don't leave your journey. Do some You've got plenty of intelligence, you've got plenty of talent, you've got plenty of ability. Probably what you lack
no humanity.
is plenty of...
They will say black humanity is not a humanity. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all fucking heard that? Bruh, these people, bruh. Let me tell y'all something. Zionism, it's not. It's different than Judaism. Okay, being Jewish and being Zionist, it's two different things. You might be believing in both. Okay, they might tell you, oh, hey, you have to be Zionist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be, in order for you to be Jewish, you have to be also be Zionist. But let me tell you something. Zionism is actually evil. Zionism is imperialism. Okay, Zionism is actually racism. Okay, Jewish and Muslims have been living together for the longest, way before countries came up with names. Okay, these people have been living together for the longest. Christians, there are Christian Palestinians. Okay, believe it or not, there are Palestinians who are Christians. There are also Afro-Palestinians. Okay, there are Jewish people that was living right next to Palestinians for the longest. Okay, but the problem started when the Zionist movement actually wanted to start Israel. Okay, and from that point on, that's when the issues, you know what I'm saying, started. So the Zionists who actually made it to America, who actually used the anti-Semitic to kind of stay under the cover, because they don't really want you to know how evil they are. So they want to hide their cover. You know what I'm saying? To say, oh, that's anti-Semitic. Oh, you said that's anti-Semitic. It's not even anti-Semitic. Like, you don't believe me? Look at how many people the ADL, American, what is it? American Defamation League, which is one of the worst, you know what I'm saying, in America, who just accuses leaders of anti-Semitic just because they don't agree with their policies or they don't agree with what they said. If you don't support the Zionists, they're gonna label you immediately. Oh, you are anti-Semitic. Oh, you are this, you are that, and they cancel you in America. Look what they did to Kanye. Okay, and a lot of other people, they would just say, oh, he's anti-Semitic, and every brand, every money, like, you will just be canceled. So that kind of shows the control they have over the United States and the corporations. Make no mistake about it. Okay? But you guys need to understand, Zionism is the evil. Zionism is getting exposed every day. Zionism is evil. Like, it's racist. Have you ever seen when some black people say they are Jewish, like some Ethiopians who said they were Jewish and went to Israel? You know how they got treated? Have you ever heard how those people got treated? Well, let me tell you something. If you're not white, European white, you know what I'm saying? You cannot be in Israel. I don't give a fuck if you're Jewish or not. If you're Indian and you're Jewish, there's no way you're going to be in Israel. There's no way. They don't want you. If you're black, I'm sorry, you cannot be a Jew. I'm just telling you how, and their fucking lame ass views, okay? Because it's not about religion. Okay, if it was about religion, regardless of your race, they would be like, hey, you welcome, you believe, you know what I'm saying, you Jewish? Come over, come to Israel. This is your native land. But no, if you black and you Jewish, you are not welcome in Israel. If you are Indian and you're black, not those Indian who are, you know what I'm saying, light-skinned Indians. Yeah, if you're Jewish and you're Indian, you're not welcome. Regardless how much you support Israel, you're not welcome. There's no way they're going to welcome you in Tel Aviv. No way. Okay? If you're Ethiopian, oh, forget it. Look at the news. Like, go ahead, read the news, how they treated those Ethiopians who were Jewish. Okay? So, Zionism is definitely racism. If you don't believe me, please do your own research. Don't just take my word for it, okay? Please, don't just take my word for it. Research. Also, don't believe this fucking fake news CNN. Don't believe this fake news MSNBC. They're just misleading you. They are the enemy of the people. I swear to God, because they are just a mouthpiece to the propaganda. They are the mouthpiece to the government. Okay? They're supposed to be holding power accountable. They're supposed to be holding the government accountable and asking the hard questions. No, that's not how shit is anymore. That's not how shit is anymore. It's like they just let it slide. They're like, cover it up. Cover it up. Cover it up. Lie for, you know what I'm saying? Lie and fucking cover up and attack the innocent people. If you say you're a pro-Palestinian, it's like you are terrorist. You have to lose your job. They have to shame you. Nah, make no mistake about it. I am pro-Palestinian. I am an Afro-Palestinian. You heard it right. Okay? I absolutely support Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And I don't mean any disrespect to the Jewish people that used to live in Palestine. Like I said before, Jewish people were living with Palestinian people with peace long way before these evil motherfuckers tried to form and kill the Palestinian people and kick them off of their land. So, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Give the Palestinian people back their land. Okay? Stop the genocide. Stop killing babies. Stop bombing hospitals. Stop cutting humanitarian aid. Stop cutting food, water, electric, and the internet from Gaza. It's like that's a war crime. That's so disgusting. That's against any rule on this fucking planet. That's against humanity. You might as well just fucking drop a nuke on this fucking planet. Like, cause there's no way you're gonna keep on. Each day this destruction keeps going on, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this fucking planet. I promise you guys. Cause there's one thing that's more powerful than a nuclear weapon. There's only one thing. There's only one thing that's more fucking powerful than a nuclear weapon. And I didn't say this, okay? I wish I did came up with that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't come up with that, but there's one thing that's more powerful than a nuclear weapon or a missile, and that is peace talk, peace resolution, peace. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing better than just a peace talk. Just talk it out. Peace talk, resolutions, the world coming up together and to find a solution to move forward without genocide, without destruction of the Palestinian people and destruction of Gaza. Like, where's humanity? Where's the conscious? Where's the people with hearts? We don't have those anymore in 2023. People are just robots. The Walking Dead became real in America. People became zombies in America. Zombies who are wearing a makeup. These are zombies with a makeup. Zombies with, like, who are wearing the suit. Those are fucking... You see this? See this zombie? In 2023, you cannot... Zombies don't look like the real zombies. The ugly zombies, like how you describe. Nah, these zombies in 2023, they have a mask. They kind of hide it that they are zombie. So they can get you. And you know what the zombie do? You know what they like? Blood. You know what I'm saying? They love blood. So don't let these zombies affect you. Don't let these zombies bite you. Because you're gonna be a zombie. I swear to God, you're gonna be a zombie, okay? Don't let these fucking evil... You see the zombies? These motherfuckers. There's a special place for these motherfuckers. The evil don't win, man. Evil don't win. Evil don't win, man. Evil don't win, man. But we just connected to the Matrix. Unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable. But I'm gonna stop it right here, man. Let me know what y'all think, chat. Let me know in the comments. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. I swear to God, I feel like I'm living in a fucking crazy world. Like, I feel like I'm living in a clown world. Like, what is life, man? What is life? What is life? What is life, man? It's like, sometimes, bro, no hope. I feel like, fuck hope. Because the world just keep ignoring, bro. That's sad. That's scary. That tells me I'm not safe, bro. If Palestinians are not safe, I'm not safe. There's no way. I'm not safe. But I hope you guys, you know what I'm saying, like, speak up. I hope you guys speak up. I hope you don't just stay quiet because you're scared of losing your job, or like, you don't have to lose your job to speak up the truth. that you're against genocide. That's where we at in 2023. That you scared of to speak the truth and say, I don't want a genocide. Like, I'm against a genocide. I'm against other human beings to be wiped off of this planet. You can't even fucking say that shit. And you're living in America. How the fuck? How the fuck? Fuck hope, man. Fuck hope. But until next time, my friends, make sure, man, y'all take care of your mental health, because this shit is draining y'all. This shit is draining me. This shit is fucking, it's designed. It's designed. The propaganda run by the CIA, the propaganda run by the IDL, the propaganda run by IDI, or whatever the fuck they called it. The propaganda, it's just outrageous, man. The propaganda, I don't know how we're gonna fight this propaganda. It's really affecting my mental health. But, you know what I'm saying? But make sure, don't get drained. Because we need people to really stand up and speak up. Okay? And I see a lot of good people who are actually fighting the good fight. Mainly in Twitter. So, I really appreciate anyone with a heart that got the, you know what I'm saying, like the heart to stand up and say, enough is fucking enough. Even if these leaders don't like do anything at all. Unfucking believable, man. Unbelievable, man. But make sure y'all take care of your mental health, man. But until next time, my friends, hit me up on Twitter, PHP Jacob. Hit me up. I just started using TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. I never fucking thought that I would start a TikTok account. But guess what? I got a TikTok account because the mainstream media and social media, they don't want you to be free. They don't want you to speak the truth. Okay? Facebook, they will block your shit. I ain't got no motherfucking Facebook. I recently started Instagram as well, but I found out they got that shit locked down, man. They know, like, anything that you say, blocked. Blocked right away by AI. Fuck you, Zuckerberg. You can suck this dick, bitch. Like, you fucking robot looking motherfucker. Like, they don't give a fuck about free speech. They don't give a fuck about a free speech. And YouTube, it's the biggest, man. Google, holy shit. They don't even know what is free speech. They'll be like, what is free speech? This fucking AI that's like scanning this video right now as we speak doesn't give a fuck about free speech. They don't give a fuck about free speech. You know what I'm saying? They only give a fuck about the Benjamins, the money. You know what I'm saying? And we already know who's paying the money, who gets control. Who controls these motherfuckers? We know who controls these motherfuckers. They got exposed. Everybody's getting exposed. A lot of you motherfuckers getting exposed. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. I don't know where y'all motherfuckers gonna go if this war ends one day. Y'all motherfuckers are just disgraceful. Same people that were trying to change the definition of woman. What is a woman? This is the same people that were pushing on kids to cut on their fucking dicks. For real, bro. This is the same people that were advocating for that LGBTQIA, STUVWXYC. It's the same people who are not. It's the same people who are putting the Ukrainian flag on their profile, who were against the genocide. It's the same people who are, you know what I'm saying, who are for genocide now. They were against genocide then, but now they for a genocide. Because all of it, because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, they clowns. They are not thinking. We already know these people are captured, manipulated, controlled by
New World Order.
You already know. You already know, man. I'm pissed off, man. Have you ever, like, the feeling of hopeless when you can't do shit? Like, you know you're not okay with that shit, but you can't do shit. The feeling of hopeless. You can't do shit. Of the inequality that's happening right in front of your eyes. The genocide that's happening right in front of your eyes. And your taxes being used. You can't do shit. Man, cannot believe this. Cannot believe this. In 2023. In almost 2024. Almost 2024. And nobody's safe. The world is not safe. The world, as a matter of fact, more unsafe than it was during the pandemic. It's crazy. The world didn't even get a chance to recover. It's problem after problem after problem after problem. And the poor people are the ones who are getting affected the most. One will equality show up. One will justice show up. I don't know. You tell me, chat. You tell me, guys. Because I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm confused. Because for years, these motherfuckers been telling me democracy, equality, human rights, suck my dick, all of those shit out of the door. They're not even looking for peace. There's no peace plan. It's just destruction. That's it. Destruction. They're not even, you know what I'm saying, equal. There's not even two armies. It's only one big-sided army that being supported. One of the biggest, you know what I'm saying, one of the biggest or one of the strongest when it comes to weapons in the world, I guess, the AKA the United States. The only thing that they're good at, that they make, is weapons and nuclear to wipe this planet off. You know what I'm saying, of the face of universe. Unbelievable, man. History repeating itself. Congratulations, white people. You are ruling the world. You are ruling the world once again. Congratulations, white people. Just like back then, when y'all used to colonize, when y'all used to do slavery, we back to same old time. It's just a modern way. Because the world got exposed. You can see who got power. We can see who got power to speak. It's all right in front of your eyes. Who got power? Only white people. Nobody else can say shit. Only white people got the same power that they had in 1920s. Same people. Same people. But now, the only thing that changed is the propaganda. They make you believe you live in democracy. They're making you believe you're not a slave. But matter of fact, you are a modern slave. You have no power. You have zero fucking power. You are barely living. You would be lucky if you make it to your 60s. Like, you'd be lucky. You'd be lucky if Gen Z or millennials make it to fucking 60 or 50. I guarantee you, a lot of people, it's designed. It's a planned out. That's why you see so many overdoses in the United States. It's like, this have never happened in the history of the world. 100,000 people to just overdose, just like that. Young people. Karma is a bitch. When you kill, like, when you just 15,000 Palestinian people just like that, do you think the world will just, you know what I'm saying, ignore that and just say, oh, karma is not going to happen. So you guys just say democracy is fine and just the world is just going to be fine. Nothing else can happen. Peace will be just happening. No. 15,000 innocent lives lost. For what? For what? All for nothing. And those spirits, those babies' souls that have been lost is flying around all around the world. Those innocent people that are dead are waiting for you motherfuckers. I'm talking to those people that love the blood. Those motherfuckers, those leaders who don't wanna, who are not for a ceasefire. Those spirits, those people that y'all kill, is waiting for y'all on the graves when y'all die. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? There will be questions. Those people will be asking you, why did you kill me? Why did you supply these American weapons so Israel can just do strikes to kill me while I am in a hospital? Those like, be prepared to answer those questions. Like, why did you bomb an innocent 90-year-old in a hospital bed on an oxygen mask? Why? She's not a fucking Hamas. She's not. Innocent fucking little baby who was just born 2 minutes ago is not Hamas. You disgusting evils. I cannot believe it, man. I cannot believe I'm defending babies. I'm telling babies are innocent. Like, if there's different type of babies who are not innocent. Fuck, man. Just end this world, God. Just end it, God. We got nothing to lose, God. We're being wiped out anyways. Just end it. It's better. We already reached. Humans have already reached the best they could do on this planet. So there's nothing left for people to do. Now it's just to create more damage on this planet. So just end it, God. Just end it. Because there's no fucking quality. But until next time, my friends, I don't want to just keep on fucking. I got nothing else to say, man. I got nothing else to say to these bloodsuckers. I got nothing else to say to the devils, Satan worshippers. I got nothing to say to you motherfuckers. I got nothing to say to you. If you cannot even condemn, if you cannot even say that those 15,000 innocent people, if you cannot even acknowledge those, we have nothing else to say. We have nothing in common. We are not human beings. You're a robot. I'm a human being. We cannot talk. Okay? But keep up the good fight, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, please keep up the good fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any hope, but I know there's hope out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see people waking up, those actually gives me hope. When I see people, there are more people waking up, actually, finding out the truth, finding out how their government is just lying. Fuck, my camera died. But until next time, my friends, please take care of your mental health.
That's German propaganda.
I understand. Let me tell you a tactic of Zionism. What they do is that every time you say something, they bring out Hitler. You understand? And they make you feel scared about Hitler. Okay, if Hitler killed as many Jews as he did, then what the Jews should do is take Germany. Why you go to Palestine? The Arabs ain't did nothing to you. Number one, go to Germany.
Germany.
Hey,
Germany. Because Germany is not our homeland, Israel is.
I'm coming. Egypt is mine. It's Africa. Is that correct?
That's right.
Why does Israel want to attack
Israel
Africa?
does not want Egypt.
Israel doesn't want Egypt.
No, it does not.
What does it want?
Israel wants Israel.
Where is
Israel
Israel?
wants-
What year was Israel recreated? How did you get it? How? Who
Sorry.
gave it to you? Lord Balfour in London in 1916? Was it his?
The modern state of Israel was created by the United Nations.
Aha.
You want to get in on this?
He's right. He is absolutely correct. He is absolutely correct. And that shows you what an illegal, immoral, and unjust state is. Today, it won't even listen to the rules of the United Nations, which tells it to withdraw from the 1967 borders.
That's very interesting, Mr. Carmichael. On one
Come
hand,
on, let's work with it. Let's
United
work-
Nations is a
Truth on
bunch
my
of
side.
bullshit, and you know it.
Hey.
on one hand, you say
Please,
that
wait, hold it. No, please. For respect of me, I don't curse publicly. I didn't go through that period. I left it where it belongs.
I said it, he didn't. The same roots
Yes.
and the same rights that
Right.
blacks have to Africa are the same rights that Jews have to Israel.
Oh,
Because they've been living in exile does not mean we've relinquished the right.
Brother,
We
you got-
still cherish it in our hearts.
I understand that. I understand.
So don't go off calling us aggressors, because we have a right to that land just as
Right.
blacks have a right to
I
Africa.
understand. I'm saying that Africa belongs to us. You say it belongs to you too. So
No, I don't.
two spaces.
I say Africa is yours, but Israel is ours.
No.
There's a difference.
No.
Yes, there is.
Israel belongs to the Palestinians.
For someone who believes in humanity, you certainly haven't shown it to me here.
I do believe in humanity.
Only black humanity.
I believe, but that's humanity.
What
Hey.
about Jewish?
Hey.
No, if
Hey.
you're going to go that way, Stokely, then it's yellow humanity.
Hey, come on.
Are blacks the only people in the world?
No, we're not the only people in the world.
Are
We're
Jews a people?
Huh?
Are Jews a people?
They call themselves a people, yes.
they are a people.
Well, you wait in line. I've been waiting here.
Let me say
I've been
something.
waiting in
I know,
line,
but
man.
let me say this. Let me say something here. Wait a minute. Hold it now. Wasn't it in June the 12th, 1948, that they made the exodus from Europe? Was that it?
That's
And,
when the United Nations gave it to
yeah.
them. But Israel was signed to them in 1917 by Lord Balfour of the British government.
Okay.
The Arabs had the land, and he signed a piece of paper and gave it to them.
Okay. Now, what is the definition of Jewish?
Well, I said Zionist. That's them.
Because the reason why I'm trying to figure out now, Israel is in the Middle East, right? Or Jerusalem?
That's what they created it, yeah.
Okay. And the people that exodus there, they came from Europe.
I hear you.
Were they
I hear you.
Germans and Polacks
Yes.
and things like that?
Yes.
They also
Yeah.
came from
I
Yemen,
hear you.
Morocco,
I hear
Iraq,
you.
Egypt, Jordan.
I'm on the mic. People gonna think I'm saying this shit.
No, I'm saying.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay. I'm sorry. Wait. Please, let me just finish his last question on the question of anti-Semitic. Now, when he says I'm anti-Semitic, I'm supposed to jump back and say, hey, no, I'm not that. But in the first place, his definition is incorrect. As I understand it, the Arabs are also a Semite people, and I support the just claims of the Palestinian people to their land. Thus, I am pro-Semitic. I'm pro-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic has never meant anti-Arab. It's always meant anti-Jewish. And
You
know
make
that.
it mean that, but you should have heard my speech in 1968. I said the power to define
You're
will be
anti-Jewish,
our
Mr.
right,
Carmichael.
that's self-determination.
You are anti-Jewish. You're an anti-Semite.
Hey, I'm anti-Zionist. I'll tell you what I am.
Anti-Zionist is that?
I'm anti-Zionist. I'll tell you what I am.
Been speaking for 10 minutes.
Hey, Stokely, let's talk about something else
Hold
now.
it, everybody, just a second. We're out of time here. We're a little bit over. And so we're going to have to end it here. And we're moving it to the reception in the men's lounge. We can continue this.
Mr. Moderator, Reverend Cleave, brothers and sisters, and friends, and I see some enemies. In fact, I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we had an audience this large and didn't realize that there were some enemies present. This afternoon, we want to talk about the ballot or the bullet. The ballot or the bullet explains itself. But before we get into it, since this is the year of the ballot or the bullet, I would like to clarify some things that refer to me personally concerning my own personal position. I'm still a Muslim. That is, my religion is still Islam. My religion is still Islam. I still credit Mr. Muhammad for what I know and what I am. He's the one who opened my eyes. And at present, I'm the minister of the newly founded Muslim Mosque Incorporated, which has its offices in the Teresa Hotel right in the heart of Harlem. That's the Black Belt in New York City. And when we realize that Adam Clayton Powell is a Christian minister, he has Abyssinia Baptist Church, but at the same time he's more famous for his political struggling. And Dr. King is a Christian minister from Atlanta, Georgia, but he's become more famous for being involved in the civil rights struggle. There's another in New York, Reverend Galamison. I don't know if you've heard of him out here. He's a Christian minister from Brooklyn, but has become famous for his fight against the segregated school system in Brooklyn. Reverend Cleave, right here, is a Christian minister here in Detroit. He's the head of the Freedom Now Party. All of these are Christian ministers. All of these are Christian ministers, but they don't come to us as Christian ministers. They come to us as fighters in some other category. I'm a Muslim minister. The same as they are Christian ministers, I'm a Muslim minister. And I don't believe in fighting today in any one front, but on all fronts. In fact, I'm a black nationalist freedom fighter. Islam is my religion, but I believe my religion is my personal business. It governs my personal life, my personal morals, and my religious philosophy is personal between me and the God in whom I believe, just as the religious philosophy of these others is between them and the God in whom they believe. And this is best this way. Were we to come out here discussing religion, we'd have too many differences from the outstart, and we could never get together. So today, though Islam is my religious philosophy, my political, economic, and social philosophy is black nationalism. You and I... As I say, if we bring up religion, we'll have differences, we'll have arguments, we'll never be able to get together. But if we keep our religion at home, keep our religion in the closet, keep our religion between ourselves and our God, but when we come out here, we have a fight that's common to all of us against the enemy who is common to all of us. The political philosophy of black nationalism only means that the black man should control the politics and the politicians in his own community. The time when white people can come in our community and get us to vote for them so that they can be our political leaders and tell us what to do and what not to do is long gone. By the same token, the time when that same white man, knowing that your eyes are too far open, can send another Negro into the community, get you and me to support him so he can use him to lead us astray, those days are long gone. The political philosophy of black nationalism only means that if you and I are going to live in a black community, and that's where we're going to live, because as soon as you move into as soon as you move out of the black community into their community, it's mixed for a period of time, but they're gone, and you're right there all by yourself. We must understand the politics of our community, and we must know what politics is supposed to produce. We must know what part politics play in our lives. And until we become politically mature, we will always be misled, led astray, or deceived or maneuvered into supporting someone politically who doesn't have the good of our community at heart. So the political philosophy of black nationalism only means that we will have to carry on a political program of re-education to open our people's eyes, make us become more politically conscious, politically mature. And then we will, whenever we get ready to cast our ballot, that ballot will be cast for a man of the community who has the good of the community at heart. The economic philosophy of black nationalism only means that we should own and operate and control the economy of our community. You would never find, you can't open up a black store in a white community. White man won't even patronize you. And he's not wrong. He got sense enough to look out for himself. And you who don't have sense enough to look out for yourself. The white man is too intelligent to let someone else come and gain control of the economy of his community. But you will let anybody come in and control the economy of your community. Control the housing, control the education, control the jobs, control the businesses under the pretext that you want to integrate. No, you're out of your mind. The economic philosophy of black nationalism only means that we have to become involved in a program of re-education to educate our people into the importance of knowing that when you spend your dollar out of the community in which you live, the community in which you spend your money becomes richer and richer. The community out of which you take your money becomes poorer and poorer. And because these Negroes who have been misled, misguided, are breaking their necks to take their money and spend it with the man. The man is becoming richer and richer, and you're becoming poorer and poorer. And then what happens? The community in which you live becomes a slum. It becomes a ghetto. The conditions become run down. And then you have the audacity to complain about poor housing in a run-down community. Why, you run it down yourself when you take your dollar. And you and I are in a double trap, because not only do we lose by taking our money someplace else and spending it, when we try and spend it in our own community, we're trapped because we haven't had sense enough to set up stores and control the businesses of our community. The man who's controlling the stores in our community is a man who doesn't look like we do. He's a man who doesn't even live in the community. So you and I, even when we try and spend our money in the block where we live or the area where we live, we're spending it with a man who, when the sun goes down, takes that basket full of money in another part of the town. So we're trapped, double trapped, triple trapped. Anywhere we go, we find that we're trapped. And every kind of solution that someone comes up with is just another trap. But the political and economic philosophy of black nationalism, the economic philosophy of black nationalism shows our people the importance of setting up these little stores and developing them and expanding them into larger operations. Woolworth didn't start out big like they are today. They started out with a dime store and expanded and expanded and then expanded until today they're all over the country and all over the world, and they're getting some of everybody's money. Now this, what you and I in General Motors, the same way, didn't start out like it is. It started out just a little rat race type operation. And it expanded and expanded until today it's where it is right now. And you and I have to make a start. And the best place to start is right in the community where we live. So our people not only have to be re-educated to the importance of supporting black business, but the black man himself has to be made aware of the importance of going into business. And once you and I go into business, we own and operate at least the businesses in our community. What we will be doing is developing a situation wherein we will actually be able to create employment for the people in the community. And once you can create some employment in the community where you live, it will eliminate the necessity of you and me having to act ignorantly and disgracefully, boycotting and picketing some cracker someplace else, trying to beg him for a job. Anytime you have to rely upon your enemy for a job, you're in bad shape. And he is your enemy. Anytime, you wouldn't be in this country if some enemy hadn't kidnapped you and brought you here. On the other hand, some of you think you came here on the Mayflower. So as you can see, brothers and sisters, today, this afternoon, it's not our intention to discuss religion. We're going to forget religion. If we bring up religion, we'll be in an argument. And the best way to keep away from arguments and differences, as I said earlier, put your religion at home, in the closet. Keep it between you and your God. Because if it hasn't done anything more for you than it has, you need to forget it anyway. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or a nationalist, we all have the same problem. They don't hang you because you're a Baptist, they hang you because you're black. They don't attack me because I'm a Muslim, they attack me because I'm black. They attack all of us for the same reason. All of us catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same bag, in the same boat. We suffer political oppression, economic exploitation, and social degradation. All of them from the same enemy. The government has failed us. You can't deny that. Anytime you live in the 20th century, 1964, and you walking around here singing, "We shall overcome," the government has failed. This is part of what's wrong with you. You do too much singing. Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging. You can't sing up on freedom, but you can swing up on some freedom. Cassius Clay can sing, but singing didn't help him to become the heavyweight champion of the world. Swinging helped him. So this government has failed us. The government itself has failed us. And the white liberals who have been posing as our friends have failed us. And once we see that all these other sources to which we've turned have failed, we stop turning to them and turn to ourselves. We need a self-help program, a do-it-yourself philosophy, a do-it-right-now philosophy, it's already too late philosophy. This is what you and I need to get with. And the only way we're going to solve our problem is with a self-help program. Before we can get a self-help program started, we have to have a self-help philosophy. Black nationalism is a self-help philosophy. What's so good about it, you can stay right in the church where you are and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. You can stay in any kind of civic organization that you belong to and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. You can be an atheist and still take black nationalism as your philosophy. This is a philosophy that eliminates the necessity for division and argument. Because if you're black, you should be thinking black. And if you're black and you're not thinking black at this late date, well, I'm sorry for you. Once you change your philosophy, you change your thought pattern. Once you change your thought pattern, you change your attitude. Once you change your attitude, it changes your behavior pattern. And then you go on into some action. As long as you got a sit-down philosophy, you'll have a sit-down thought pattern. And as long as you think that old sit-down thought, you'll be in some kind of sit-down action. They'll have you sitting in everywhere. It's not so good to refer to what you're going to do as a sit-in. That right there castrates you. Right there it brings you down. What goes with it? Think of the image of someone sitting. An old woman can sit. An old man can sit. A chump can sit. A coward can sit. Anything can sit. Well, you and I have been sitting long enough, and it's time today for us to start doing some standing and some fighting to back that up. When we look at other parts of this earth upon which we live, we find that black, brown, red, and yellow people in Africa and Asia are getting their independence. They're not getting it by singing, "We shall overcome." No, they're getting it through nationalism. It is nationalism that brought about the independence of the people in Asia. Every nation in Asia gained its independence through the philosophy of nationalism. Every nation on the African continent that has gotten its independence brought it about through the philosophy of nationalism. And it will take black nationalism that to bring about the freedom of 22 million Afro-Americans here in this country where we have suffered colonialism for the past 400 years. America is just as much a colonial power as England ever was. America is just as much a colonial power as France ever was. In fact, America is more so a colonial power than they, because she's a hypocritical colonial power behind it. What do you call second-class citizenship? Why, that's colonization. Second-class citizenship is nothing but 20th century slavery. How are you going to tell me you're a second-class citizen? They don't have second-class citizenship in any other government on this earth. They just have slaves and people who are free. Well, this country is a hypocrite. They try and make you think they set you free by calling you a second-class citizen. No, you're nothing but a 20th century slave. Just as it took nationalism to remove colonialism from Asia and Africa, it'll take black nationalism today to remove colonialism from the backs and the minds of 22 million Afro-Americans here in this country. And 1964 looks like it might be the year of the ballot or the bullet. Why does it look like it might be the year of the ballot or the bullet? Because Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for too long. And they're fed up. They've become disenchanted. They've become disillusioned. They've become dissatisfied. And all of this has built up frustrations in the black community that makes the black community throughout America today more explosive than all of the atomic bombs the Russians can ever invent. Whenever you got a racial powder keg sitting in your lap, you're in more trouble than if you had an atomic powder keg sitting in your lap. When a racial powder keg goes off, it doesn't care who it knocks out the way. Understand this, it's dangerous. And in 1964, this seems to be the year. Because what can the white man use now to fool us? After he put down that march on Washington, and you see all through that now, he tricked you, had you marching down to Washington. Yes, had you marching back and forth between the feet of a dead man named Lincoln and another dead man named George Washington, singing "We Shall Overcome." He made a chump out of it. He made a fool out of it. He made you think you were going somewhere, and you end up going nowhere but between Lincoln and Washington. So today our people are disillusioned. They've become disenchanted. They've become dissatisfied. And in their frustrations they want action. You'll see this young black man, this new generation, asking for the ballot or the vote. That old Uncle Tom action is outdated. The young generation don't want to hear anything about the odds are against us. What do we care about odds? When this country here was first being founded, there were 13 colonies. The whites were colonized. They were fed up with this taxation without representation. So some of them stood up and said, liberty or death. Though I went to a white school over here in Mason, Michigan. The white man made the mistake of letting me read his history books. He made the mistake of teaching me that Patrick Henry was a patriot and George Washington wasn't nothing nonviolent about old Pat or George Washington. Liberty or death was what brought about the freedom of whites in this country from the English. They didn't care about the odds. Why, they faced the wrath of the entire British Empire. And in those days they used to say that the British Empire was so vast and so powerful when the sun would never set on it. This is how big it was. Yet these 13 little scrawny states, tired of taxation without representation, tired of being exploited and oppressed and degraded, told that big British Empire, liberty or death. And here you have 22 million Afro-Americans, black people today, catching more hell than Patrick Henry ever saw. And I'm here to tell you, in case you don't know it, that you got a new generation of black people in this country who don't care anything whatsoever about odds. They don't want to hear you, old Uncle Tom, handkerchief heads, talking about the odds. No. This is a new generation. If they're going to draft these young black men and send them over to Korea or South Vietnam to face 800 million Chinese. If you're not afraid of those odds, you shouldn't be afraid of these odds. Why does this loom to be such an explosive political year? Because this is the year of politics. This is the year when all of the white politicians are going to come into the Negro community. You never see them until election time. You can't find them until election time. They're going to come in with false promises. And as they make these false promises, they're going to feed our frustrations. And this will only serve to make matters worse. I'm no politician. I'm not even a student of politics. I'm not a Republican, nor a Democrat, nor an American, and got sense enough to know it. I'm one of the 22 million black victims of the Democrats. One of the 22 million black victims of the Republicans, and one of the 22 million black victims of Americanism. And when I speak, I don't speak as a Democrat or a Republican. I speak as a victim of America's so-called democracy. You and I have never seen democracy. All we've seen is hypocrisy.
When we open our eyes today and look around America, we see America not through the eyes of someone who has enjoyed the fruits of Americanism. We see America through the eyes of someone who has been the victim of Americanism. We don't see any American dream. We've experienced only the American nightmare. We haven't benefited from America's democracy. We've only suffered from America's hypocrisy. And the generation that's coming up now can see it and are not afraid to say it. If you go to jail, so what? If you're black, you were born in jail. If you black, you were born in jail. In the North as well as the South. Stop talking about the South. Long as you south of the Canadian border, you're south. Don't call Governor Wallace a Dixie governor. Romney is a Dixie governor. $22 million black victims of Americanism are waking up, and they're gaining a new political consciousness, becoming politically mature. And as they develop this political maturity, they're able to see the recent trends in these political elections. They see that the whites are so evenly divided that every time they vote, the race is so close, they have to go back and count the votes all over again. And which means that any block, any minority that has a block of votes that stick together is in a strategic position. Either way you go, that's who gets it. You're in a position to determine who go to the White House and who stay in the doghouse. You're the one who has that power. You can keep Johnson in Washington, D.C., or you can send him back to his Texas cotton patch. You're the one who sent Kennedy to Washington. You're the one who put the present Democratic administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you bash controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. And what kind of alibi do they come up with? They try and pass the buck to the Dixiecrats. Now, back during the days when you were blind, deaf, and dumb, ignorant, politically immature, naturally you went along with that. But today, as your eyes come open and you develop political maturity, you're able to see and think for yourself. And you can see that a Dixiecrat is nothing but a Democrat in disguise. You look at the structure of the government that controls this country. It's controlled by 16 senatorial committees and 20 congressional committees. Of the 16 senatorial committees that run the government, 10 of them are in the hands of Southern segregationists. Of the 20 congressional committees that run the government, 12 of them are in the hands of Southern segregationists. And they're going to tell you and me that the South lost the war. You today are in the hands of a government of segregationists, racists, white supremacists, who belong to the Democratic Party but disguise themselves as Dixiecrats. Dixiecrat is nothing but a Democrat. Whoever runs the Democrats is also the father of the Dixiecrats, and the father of all of them is sitting in the White House. I say, and I say it again, you got a president who's nothing but a Southern segregationist. From the state of Texas. They'll lynch you in Texas as quick as they'll lynch you in Mississippi. Only in Texas, they lynch you with a Texas accent. In Mississippi, they lynch you with a Mississippi accent. And the first thing the cracker does when he comes in power, he takes all the Negro leaders and invites them for coffee to show that he's all right. And those Uncle Toms can't pass up the coffee. They come away from the coffee table telling you and me that this man is all right. Because he's from the South. And since he's from the South, he can deal with the South. And look at the logic that they're using. What about Eastland? He's from the South. Make him the president. If Johnson is a good man because he's from Texas, and being from Texas will enable, if Johnson is a good man because he's from Texas, and being from Texas will enable him to deal with the South, Eastland can deal with the South better than Johnson. Oh, I say, you've been misled. You've been had. You've been took. I was in Washington a couple of weeks ago while the senators were filibustering. And I noticed in the back of the Senate a huge map. And on this map, it showed the distribution of Negroes in America. And surprisingly, the same senators that were involved in the filibuster were from the states where there were the most Negroes. Why were they filibustering the civil rights legislation? Because the civil rights legislation is supposed to guarantee voting rights to Negroes in those states. And those senators from those states know that if the Negroes in those states can vote, those senators are down the drain. The representatives of those states go down the drain. And in the Constitution of this country, it has a stipulation wherein whenever the rights, the voting rights of people in a certain district are violated, then the representative who's from that particular district, according to the Constitution, is supposed to be expelled from the Congress. Now, if this particular aspect of the Constitution was enforced, why, you wouldn't have a cracker in Washington, D.C. But what would happen when you expel the Dixiecrat? You're expelling the Democrat. When you destroy the power of the Dixiecrat, you're destroying the power of the Democratic Party. So how in the world can the Democratic Party in the South actually side with you in sincerity when all of its power is based in the South? These Northern Democrats are in cahoots with the Southern Democrats. They playing a giant con game, a political con game. You know how it goes. One of them comes to you and make believe he's for you, and he's in cahoots with the other one that's not for you. Why? Because neither one of them is for you. But they got to make you go with one of them or the other. So this is a con game, and this is what they've been doing with you and me all these years. First thing Johnson got off the plane when he became president, he asked, "Where's Dickie?" You know who Dickie is? Dickie is old Southern cracker Richard Russell. Yeah, yes. Lyndon B. Johnson's best friend is the one who is ahead, who's heading the forces that are filibustering civil rights legislation. You tell me, how in the hell is he going to be Johnson's best friend? How can Johnson be his friend and your friend too? No, that man is too tricky. Especially if his friend is still old Dickie. Whenever the Negroes keep the Democrats in power, they're keeping the Dixiecrats in power. This is true. A vote for a Democrat is nothing but a vote for a Dixiecrat. I know you don't like me saying that, but I'm not the kind of person who come here to say what you like. I'm going to tell you the truth whether you like it or not. Up here in the North, you have the same thing. The Democratic Party don't do it. They don't do it that way. They got a thing that they call gerrymandering. They maneuver you out of power. Even though you can vote, they fix it so you're voting for nobody. They got you going and coming. In the South, they're outright political wolves. In the North, they're political foxes. A fox and a wolf are both canine. Both belong to the dog family. Now, you take your choice. You're going to choose a northern dog or a southern dog. Because either dog you choose, I guarantee you, you'll still be in the doghouse. This is why I say it's the ballot or the bullet. It's liberty or it's death. It's freedom for everybody or freedom for nobody. America today finds herself in a unique situation. Historically, revolutions are bloody. Oh, yes, they are. They have never had a bloodless revolution or a nonviolent revolution. That don't happen even in Hollywood. You don't have a revolution in which you love your enemy. And you don't have a revolution in which you are begging the system of exploitation to integrate you into it. Revolutions overturn systems. Revolutions destroy systems. A revolution is bloody. But America is in a unique position. She's the only country in history in a position actually to become involved in a bloodless revolution. The Russian Revolution was bloody. Chinese Revolution was bloody. French Revolution was bloody. Cuban Revolution was bloody. And there was nothing more bloody than the American Revolution. But today, this country can become involved in a revolution that won't take bloodshed. All she's got to do is give the black man in this country everything that's doing. Everything. I hope that the white man can see this, because if you don't see it, you're finished. If you don't see it, you're going to become involved in some action in which you don't have a chance. And we don't care anything about your atomic bomb. It's useless, because other countries have atomic bombs. When 2 or 3 different countries have atomic bombs, nobody can use it. So it means that the white man today is without a weapon. If you want some action, you got to come on down to earth. And there's more black people on earth than there are white people on earth. I only got a couple more minutes. The white man can never win another war on the ground. His days of war victory, his days of ground victory are over. Can I prove it? Yes. Take all the action that's going on this earth right now. that he's involved in? Tell me where he's winning. Nowhere. Why, some rice farmers, some rice eaters ran him out of Korea. Yes, they ran him out of Korea. Rice eaters with nothing but gym shoes and a rifle and a bowl of rice. Took him and his tanks and his napalm and all that other action he's supposed to have and ran him across the Yalu. Why? Because the day that he can win on the ground is past. Up in French Indochina, those little peasants, rice growers, took on the might of the French army and ran all the Frenchmen. You remember Dien Bien Phu? No. The same thing happened in Algeria, in Africa. They didn't have anything but a rifle. The French had all these highly mechanized instruments of warfare, but they put some guerrilla action on them. And a white man can't fight a guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla action takes heart, takes nerve, and he doesn't have that. He's brave when he's got tanks. He's brave when he's got planes. He's brave when he's got bombs. He's brave when he got a whole lot of company along with him. But you take that little man from Africa and Asia, turn him loose in the woods with a blade. That's all he needs. All he needs is a blade. And when the sun comes down, goes down, and it's dark, it's even Steven. So it's the ballot or the bullet. Today our people can see that we're faced with a government conspiracy. This government has failed us. The senators who are filibustering concerning your and my rights, that's the government. Don't say it's Southern senators, this is the government. This is the government filibuster. It's not a segregationist filibuster. It's a government filibuster. Any kind of activity that takes place on the floor of the Congress or the Senate, that's the government. Any kind of dilly-dallying, that's the government. Any kind of pussyfooting, that's the government. Any kind of act that's designed to delay or deprive you and me right now of getting full rights, that's the government, that's responsible. And anytime you find the government involved in a conspiracy to violate the citizenship or the civil rights of a people, then you are wasting your time going to that government expecting redress. Instead, you have to take that government to the world court and accuse it of genocide and all of the other crimes that it is guilty of today. So those of us whose political and economic and social philosophy is black nationalism have become involved in the civil rights struggle. We have injected ourselves into the civil rights struggle, and we intend to expand it from the level of civil rights to the level of human rights. As long as you fight it on the level of civil rights, you're under Uncle Sam's jurisdiction. You're going to his court expecting him to correct the problem. He created the problem. He's the criminal. You don't take your case to the criminal, you take your criminal to court. When the government of South Africa began to trample upon the human rights of the people of South Africa, they were taken to the UN. When the government of Portugal began to trample upon the rights of our brothers and sisters in Angola, it was taken before the UN. Why, even the white man took the Hungarian question to the UN, and just this week, Chief Justice Goldberg was crying over 3 million Jews in Russia about their human rights, charging Russia with violating the UN Charter because of its mistreatment of the human rights of Jews in Russia. Now you tell me, how can the plight of everybody on this earth reach the halls of the United Nations and you have 22 million Afro-Americans whose churches are being bombed, whose little girls are being murdered, whose leaders are being shot down in broad daylight. Now you tell me why the leaders of this struggle have never taken it before the United Nations. So our next move is to take the entire civil rights struggle problem into the United Nations. And let the world see that Uncle Sam is guilty of violating the human rights of 22 million Afro and still has the audacity or the nerve to stand up and represent himself as the leader of the free world. Not only is he a crook, he's a hypocrite. Here he is standing up in front of other people, Uncle Sam, with the blood of your and my mothers and fathers on his hands, with the blood dripping down his jaws like a bloody-jawed wolf, and still got the nerve to point his finger at other countries. You can't even get civil rights legislation. And this man has got the nerve to stand up and talk about South Africa, or talk about Nazi Germany, or talk about Portugal. No more days like those. So I say in my conclusion, the only way we're going to solve it, we got to unite in unity and harmony. And black nationalism is the key. How are we going to overcome the tendency to be at each other's throats that always exists in our neighborhood? And the reason this tendency exists, the strategy of the white man has always been divide and conquer. He keeps us divided in order to conquer us. He tells you I'm for separation and you for integration and keep us fighting with each other. No, I'm not for separation and you're not for integration. What you and I are for is freedom. Only you think that integration will get you freedom. I think separation will get me freedom. We both got the same objective. We just got different ways of getting at it. So I studied this man, Billy Graham, who preaches white nationalism. That's what he preaches. I say that's what he preaches. The whole church structure in this country is white nationalism. You go inside a white church, that's what they're preaching, white nationalism. They got Jesus white, Mary white, God white, everybody white. That's white nationalism. So what he does, the way he circumvents the jealousy and envy that he ordinarily would incur among the heads of the church. Whenever you go into an area where the church already is, you're going to run into trouble. Because they got that thing, what you call it, syndicated. So they got a syndicate just like the racketeers have. I'm going to say what's on my mind because the preachers already proved to you that they got a syndicate. And when you're out in the rackets, whenever you're getting in another man's territory, you know, they gang up on you. And that's the same way with you. You run into the same thing. So how Billy Graham gets around that, instead of going into somebody else's territory like he's going to start a new church, he doesn't try and start a church. He just goes in preaching Christ. And he says, everybody who believes in him, you go wherever you find him. So this helps all the churches, and so since it helps all the churches, they don't fight him. Well, we're going to do the same thing, only our gospel is black nationalism. His gospel is white nationalism, our gospel is black nationalism. And the gospel of black nationalism, as I told you, means you should control the politics of your community, the economy of your community, and all of the society in which you live should be under your control. And once you feel that this philosophy will solve your problem, go join any church where that's preached. Don't join a church where white nationalism is preached. Now you can go to a Negro church and be exposed to white nationalism. So when you walk in a Negro church and a white Mary and some white angels, that Negro church is preaching white nationalism. when you go to a church and you see the pastor of that church with a philosophy and a program that's designed to bring black people together and elevate black people, join that church. Join that church. If you see where the NAACP is preaching and practicing that which is designed to make black nationalism materialize, join NAACP. Join any kind of organization, civic, religious, fraternal, political, or otherwise, that's based on lifting the black man up and making him master of his own community. It'll be the ballot, or it'll be the vote. It'll be liberty, or it'll be death. And if you're not ready to pay that price, don't use the word freedom in your vocabulary. One more thing. I was on a program in Illinois recently with Senator Paul Douglas, a so-called liberal, so-called Democrat, so-called white man. At which time he told me that our African brothers were not interested in us in Africa. He says the Africans aren't interested in the American Negro. I knew he was lying. But during the next 2 or 3 weeks, it's my intention and plan to make a tour of our African homeland. And I hope that when I come back, I'll be able to come back and let you know how our African brothers and sisters feel toward us. And I know before I go there that they love us. We're one. We're the same. The same man who has colonized them all these years colonized you and me too. All these years. And all we have to do now is wake up and work in unity and harmony, and the battle will be over. I want to thank the Freedom Now Party and the Goal. I want to thank Milton and Richard Henry for inviting me here this afternoon, and also Reverend Clegg. And I want them to know that anything that I can ever do at any time to work with anybody in any kind of program that is sincerely designed to eliminate the